Apologies for the glitch there, but let's get to it, Governor Akeredolu. With what we've seen, it does look like the prerogative of policing or security is that of the federal government. And a lot of people are now saying that this looked like a quick fix, the Amotekun initiative, the regional initiative by governors or from the different regions. But what would be a permanent solution, legally speaking and politically speaking, to kill this issue of insecurity in Nigeria?
Well, thank you. I mean, Sheung, when you talk about finding a permanent solution, it is not something we can get at by flight. There are a lot of problems we have with our security what I would call architecture in this country. And it is important for us all to understand the way everybody's mind is working. And there's no way we cannot run away from it. What we have said and what we know is that the police is overstretched. The former Inspector General of Police, Abba, in his argument, yes, we can get to 500 at a go, we can get beyond 500 at a go. All those it's not an easy thing to do. But even if you get to 1 million, for as long as we have this structure, it is not going to be an abiding one. If you are talking about security of our people, you are talking about security of lives and properties, and all of us are thinking about what can be effective. There must be a change of our security architecture. To have a single command will not be in the interest of this country. It's not in the interest of the country. Policing, anywhere in the world, go to US, go to Britain, these things are decentralized in a way or manner. But you see, since we still have one just police, Nigeria police now, we must work towards it. That look, there must be different levels of policing. Now the police is talking about community policing. That's another level in which they are going to involve as many locals as possible in policing their locality. But do you want to still put them under a single command? To me, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You cannot be in Abuja and be there directing all affairs all over the state. You cannot be in Abuja and say that police area commander or the NC police or so cannot be changed by the commissioner of police. They can only be posted from Abuja. How?
Apology if I may cut in. So you're talking practically speaking because you are a governor, you are the chief security officer of your state, and you are also the leader in the Southwest region, at least as far as the governors are concerned. So in the real sense of it, thank God also, you are a senior advocate of Nigeria. So for those who think that some of these approaches are knee-jerk approach, what approach will give a lasting solution to it? Perhaps a legal one, is it?
Well, that is it. It has to be legal. What we have now in place, you spoke about Amotekun. Amotekun too is legal. It has its own legal framework. There's a legal framework for it, and that's why it has taken us time before we took off. So, but when you talk about generally, all over the country, there must be a change. There must be the National Assembly must come to terms with what type of police we need. Do we need to have them at different levels? That you probably talk about policing at federal, at state, at local. But you can start our state for the first instance. So some of us are strong believers in what we call state police. The time has come. If we cannot continue in the manner in which we are doing and expect that we have effective policing of lives and properties. So some of us are concerned. You have said I'm a chief security officer. Oh, very, very glorious title. But chief security officer, that I'm subjected to whatever the Inspector General of Police will direct. So what chief security officer without any, am I that effective? So the command is not under me. I'm not saying it must be necessarily be under me, but the point is that because the way Nigerian police is set, let us be fair to ourselves, let's be fair to Mr. President, be fair to every Nigerian. The police itself is not even under the president.
But Governor Akeredolu, how do we, sorry, apologies, how do we then go about this legal reframing of our constitution? Because you're driving at a constitutional amendment or a major change in our constitution. How do we approach it? What is the best way?
No, that's why I said the National Assembly has to be up and doing. We want, you see, the elites of this country, there must be an agreement among us. Both elite down south, elite in the north, elite in the east, everywhere, wherever it is. Let us have an agreement of among the elites of this country. And if we all agreed and we said, okay, the right time is now, then our representatives at the National Assembly can now commence necessary amendment to the provision of the Constitution as to the form and of policing we need to have to be more effective. It is the National Assembly's duty. So the Constitution has to be amended. But again, the Constitution, no doubt, gives responsibility to the state government itself to protect lives and properties. So that's where we have to now maneuver to have something like Amotekun. And for us, it's all in the interest of protecting the lives and properties of our people. But if we are serious and all of us go ahead and do something at the National Assembly and have an amendment, decentralize the police. Let us have policing at different levels. So at least start from state level and federal level, you will see that it will be more effective. This is our position.
All right. So, Governor, give us a sense of what you may, and we reported we're hearing about a possibility or the influx of the introduction of some insurgents into the southern region of the country. Have you heard any of this? And if you have, what have you been doing, you and your colleagues in the southern region of the country?
Well, what we know is that insurgency is already here. ISWAP is already in Nigeria. All of us know. And these people have a tendency of issue of territory. They want to have hold on a particular territory until they are strong in any territory. You find out that they cannot, that will be their launching pad. But I know that what we have is that some of us believe strongly that most of these herders or those who involve in kidnapping are not necessarily others. They're not necessarily those who are Fulani men. A number of them, I'm not particular about who is doing it, because I don't want, crime is crime, and anybody can be involved in crime, and it can be Igbo, it can be Yoruba, anybody can kidnap. But what I'm saying is that a number of people we have found in recent time don't even speak any of Nigerian languages. So we have fear that, look, they are gradually migrating down. But all we know is that we are determined to protect our own respective territories. And that's why we have come up with the issue of Amotekun. Amotekun will be right inside the forest. So nobody will have opportunity of even moving, because we know we are engaging some of our hunters in it. Some of them are part of Amotekun. So we have men almost right in the bush, so that we are going to be more effective rather than policemen staying on the road alone. There is no way amount of roadblock that kidnappers don't come in vehicles. You cannot roadblock, cannot stop them. So those who kidnap and run into the bush, so we need people who can go after them in the bush. So these are the things we are trying to put on the shoulders of Amotekun, and they have said to us that they are prepared to work.
Will they be carrying arms? Because I saw some of them with guns.
You said so the other time. I said that what they had on were not prohibited guns. That's what we are using. And we are going to approve government if we have licenses to carry some of the AK-47 or some of the arms. If they give us, we take it. But if not, the non-prohibited arms we will use. And it's not that it's enough, but we are sure that we'll be more effective. We'll be more effective policing our borders and guaranteeing the security of lives and properties of our people as we move ahead.
So, I mean, perhaps let's wrap up this conversation, Mr. Governor. It does look like you are the first to launch this in the southwestern region of the country. Is it that some of your colleagues
No, but
are?
see, what we have is that most of us have appointed our commander generals. Most of us have. But the point is that we are gone ahead to train. And the training have been concluded. It's better for us to just say that we are the first to, what I will put it, to have a passing out parade. So the people we have trained are now passing out. We are the first to do it. That's the only thing, that's the difference. But I know that most of the states, from information from our interaction, have already appointed their own commandant generals, Osun, Ekiti. Even the commandant general for Ekiti was with us. The representative of commandant general for Osun was there. So everybody has done that. But people are at the point of training. They are cadets and